South Carolina Weather Watchers. Hopefully, everyone had a fantastic Wednesday. I'm your host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's talk about the weather for your Wednesday evening going into your future. Now, looking at the radar right now, we do have some downpours just to the south of Allendale. Not really doing much, just causing some showery downpour activities. But that's about it in terms for South Carolina. As we move our way up, you can start to see that we do have some showers and downpours going on up here inside the northeast, even going down inside the southeast, Florida, Georgia, southeastern Alabama as well. We even have some severe weather up here inside of Montana, South Dakota, also going over here inside of the Four Corners region of Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico as well. Flood watches, flash flood warnings going on in portions of California, and up here inside of Canada and portions of Washington as well. Also, another key thing to look at. I mean, because obviously down here inside the U.S. we do have stuff going on, but look down here. We have Hurricane Gilma right now. Hurricane Gilma right now is a Category 2 storm, 105-mile-per-hour winds with gusts of up to 125. It is expected to get to a Category 4 Hurricane Gilma, 130-mile-per-hour winds with gusts of up to 160 miles an hour, and it will get close or try to get close to Hawaii. So we're gonna see what happens. Because right now, if it stays on this track, it could definitely make a landfall inside of Hawaii. If people inside Hawaii, if you know somebody inside Hawaii, or if you just want to know the information, Hawaii definitely I would be watching, even though it's still a good like couple of days out, if not more than a week out, I should say. So honestly, way too far to talk about, but still something that I would be paying attention to. That's pretty much it in terms for the just the entire U.S. as we go into cloud cover. Cloud cover is low and scattered, not really much right now in terms of cloud cover for South Carolina. And here is our cloud cover total percentage. As you move this forward, cloud cover will stay scattered, stay isolated, and it will be clear as we go into tomorrow morning. Some areas will see some clouds, but most will be nice and clear. And as we go into like late morning tomorrow, early afternoon, cloud cover will be inside places like the Low Country, PD regions of South Carolina, and maybe even inside of the upstate of South Carolina. But the Midlands of South Carolina will still be pretty clear. In terms of current temperatures, 73 inside Columbia, 77 in Charleston, Beaufort, 77 in Myrtle Beach, 75 in Georgetown, 73 in Sumter, 71 in Florence, 71 in Rock Hill, 75 Greenville, 77 inside Anderson in Moncks Corner, Augusta as well as 75 in Orangeburg, 79 in Walterboro. In terms of low temperatures for tonight, 65 in Columbia, 75 in Charleston, 73 Hilton Head Island, 67 inside Myrtle Beach, 65 inside of Georgetown, 65 Moncks Corner, 63 inside of Sumter, 62 Florence, 63 Camden, 61 inside of Rock Hill, 62 inside of Spartanburg, and 64 inside of Greenville and Anderson. Now, the actual precipitation map has not been updated, so we're going to do the chance of precipitation instead. You can see that around a 10 to 20% chance of precipitation. Downside like Hilton Head Island, 13%, all the way up into like Allendale County, and up there inside of the far upstate of South Carolina, we do have the threat for some precipitation up there as well as we move through tonight going into tomorrow. So again, very low, between 10 to 20%. Not anything that I would really be like losing sleep over, just something that you might not even wake up to it. Here's our SPC outlook overview as you go into tonight. Not really much, just some maybe an isolated thunderstorm or two going down towards like Hilton Head Island, but that's pretty much it, as we already have a downpour over there right now, just to the south of Allendale and west of Walterboro. We'll see what that one does, but right now it's looking like it's not really doing much. As we go into tomorrow we do have a threat for some thunderstorms through the low country of South Carolina, the southern Midlands like Orangeburg, as well as going into the PD region of South Carolina as well. As we go into Friday we do have a threat for thunderstorms for pretty much from Columbia all the way east to going down towards the coast. Columbia, Charleston, Myrtle Beach, Conway, Loris, Allendale, Beaufort, all these places will have a threat for some type of thunderstorms as we move into Friday. So that's pretty much everything in terms for thunderstorms as we move into excessive rainfall. I've not checked this out today. Seems like no excessive rainfall is expected during the next 5 days. And as we go into tropical activity, no tropical activity is expected for the next 7 days. So we're going to turn to tropical activity. Here is the models. Let's talk about the models going into tonight, going to like the next 48 or so hours. As we push this forward through tonight, not really much as we go through tonight, but as you go into tomorrow, showers possible along the coastline around 11 a.m., 12 o'clock p.m., and honestly, the ARRR, at least going back to when this run started around 3 o'clock p.m., as of 3 o'clock p.m., does not really have too much rain falling inside of South Carolina until we get to around like 1 o'clock in the morning on the 23rd, which shows a chance for some showers moving in. And that's pretty much it. Maybe the afternoon period, 2 o'clock, bringing some more showers to like Charleston, Georgetown counties, coastal regions as well. But that's pretty much everything in terms for the next 48 or so hours. Let's go on and let's talk about the future. So let's move on to the GFS right now. Let me move this over here. Tropical tidbits. And then over here, we're going to show you all that. Alright, so here this is right here. As you move this forward, move that over a bit. As you move this forward, not really much. Even as you go into around August the 23rd, not really seeing much in terms for the next 54 hours or so in August the 23rd. Just the same shower thunderstorm activity near the coastline. High pressure is starting to take shape, but some more showers and thunderstorms still possible inside the upstate going into around August the 28th and the 29th. And then obviously we have that severe weather threat materializing that I've been talking about in September. Very early start in September. You can see September the 1st. We do have showers and thunderstorms going on over here near Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, Illinois. Those will move. That will move eastward. And here's what September the 3rd could look like. Not as intense as we've seen over the past couple of model runs, but right now it seems to be still something that could be a possibility. And then as we go into September the 4th, just heavy rain moving through, even going into September the 5th, early morning. Tropical development also possible going into the 5th of September. As we go into the 6th of September, we could have a potential for a strong tropical depression, weak tropical storm in the Gulf of Mexico. But this is way too far out to talk about. So, not only in September we're going to have to watch out for potential severe weather threat, but also just a threat for some tropical development as well. So that's pretty much it in terms for the future. Let's go on. Let's talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see what people inside the chat has to say. So, Mr. Oliver says it feels glorious outside this evening. I hope the temperature trend keeps going. Hope you had a great day. That's actually a fantastic point that I do actually want to talk about that. Thank you for bringing that up. My cousin Trail says, hi, Joseph, hello. My Nana says, hello, Jay. How was your day? It was good. Thank you for asking. And then Oliver says again, is that hurricane in the Pacific? If is that a hurricane in the Pacific? Is that unusual? We're already in the G names in the Pacific, and you also got to realize as well, we're only inside the D names inside of the Atlantic. So the Pacific is indeed going at a faster pace than we are over here in the Atlantic, which honestly is a bit unusual because we're transitioning into a La Nina. So it might be honestly, it might not be too unusual right now, but if we were in like a full-fledged La Nina, then yes, that would be unusual. But right now, it could be about normal, but definitely unusual for us because we are supposed to be seeing way more developments. We're supposed to be seeing a lot more right now than we are seeing. So honestly, that could be a good thing. That could be a bad thing. Whatever you like, if you like hurricanes or tropical storms or not, um, really just determines what you like. But we are definitely seeing below average than what we thought. But again, it's not even peak hurricane season yet, so we still have a lot more to go on with. My cousin Thad says, "Hey Joseph, hello," and then I hate hurricanes. I mean, yeah, I mean, like I don't like full fledged damaging hurricanes that that go on and just destroy everything. I'm not a full fan of that. But just maybe like a little storm that might just drop by, drop us some beneficial rain. I mean, I don't have a problem with that at all. I don't have a problem with that. But that's just me. That's just me. But speaking of temperatures as well, since Miss Oliver did bring that up, thank you for bringing that up. I do want to talk about temperatures as well, because temperatures actually are below average. Look at these. Actually, let me pull this over here. Look at these below average temperatures going to like August the 21st, the 22nd. Look at these below average temperatures staying all the way through to like August the 28th. This is very below average temperatures and really something that we need to be enjoying, especially because we're only inside of August. August, one of the hottest months, and the fact that we're seeing cold temperatures like this happening is very, honestly, maybe a little bit unusual. I mean, low temperatures tonight will be in like the 60s for some, high temperatures in like the 80s, low temperatures tomorrow night in the 60s, high temperatures again. High temperatures tomorrow, I mean, not tomorrow, but the next day after tomorrow, it could be like 84, and then staying in the 60s, the 80s, stuff like that. But then as we get into around August the 26th, August the 27th, is when we're going to start seeing that heating up pattern again. And we're going to start seeing those 90 to 100 degree temperatures again. But, I mean, and after that, it just seems to be 90 to 100 degrees going until like September the 6th. So definitely enjoy this cool week while we do have it. But that's commented on that. I've commented on that. Let's see any more chats. Say it louder for Berkeley Electric. Yeah, I mean that should prevent a lot of like AC running. So hopefully that will help you out. But moving on, hopefully I covered that good enough. Let's talk about San Antonio and Raleigh now, and then we will move on and head out of here. So, moving through to tonight, you could have some showers and downpours. It could have rained today inside San Antonio. I'm not quite sure, but if it did, the models did verify. And as you move into tomorrow, nothing really for tomorrow until you get to around like the late evening hours, 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock. The chance for some precipitation is possible, but it's not expected going to tomorrow night. And as you go into Friday as well, you don't really have a threat for any type of rain going through there. Going for temperatures as well. Let's move on over here towards temperatures as we go up here. Let's move back to around 9 o'clock. Wait for this little thing to load. Let's see how many people we got here. How many likes we got? Wow, we got 12 people here and only 9 likes. We got to get that like button up. You got to get that like button up. If you have not hit the like button yet, go on. It's free. You don't have to pay anything for it. Also, subscribe if you have not already. It's free. Y'all don't have to pay for anything. But for low temperatures tonight for San Antonio, going to around like 76. High temperatures tomorrow around 105. Low temperatures tomorrow around 77, 78-ish. And then as you go into high temperatures going into your Friday, going to be again around the same, like the low hundreds, maybe going to like the mid hundreds, possible. Moving over here towards Raleigh, North Carolina, as we move our way up here. Moving our way back, low temperatures for tonight going around 58, 57 maybe. High temperatures tomorrow around 78. Low temperatures tomorrow night around 58. And then high temperatures on Friday going into around the low 80s or so. So Raleigh's going to be just with us here inside South Carolina. It's going to be nice and cool, especially during the nighttime with some 60s. I wouldn't even be surprised if there was an isolated like 59.6, like it says right here near let's see, Kershaw, South Carolina, or Catter, South Carolina. I don't know how to say that town, but somewhere around there. Would not be surprised if there was like an isolated high 50 somewhere inside of South Carolina somewhere through the next couple of nights. In terms for precipitation, though, as you move into tonight, no precipitation for tonight for Raleigh. As we move into tomorrow, no precipitation for tomorrow, and nothing for Friday. So you're good in terms of all of those days. And that's pretty much it. Let's talk. Well, severe weather. I don't really think any severe weather is possible. Let's zoom out just in case and check. Nothing for day 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So you're good in terms of all those days for excessive rainfall. And that's going to about wrap this up. We have a new drought monitor coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll talk about it tomorrow morning. Well, we'll talk about it tomorrow evening, actually. So we'll talk about the drought monitor tomorrow evening. This is what it looks like today. Just a D0, abnormally dry. Tropical Storm Debbie came through, knocked out all of our drought. We'll see if we get some more, even though it is cooler. But I would not be surprised if there was a drought, even if it was a little tiny little speck on the map somewhere. But that's all that I have in terms for the net for tonight. Make sure if you guys have not hit the like button already, go on and do that. Subscribe button as well. We're at 201 subscribers, 49 away from our goal of 250. I have also made the new goal. I've decided that I wanted, because usually I'd say like every like 2 months, I would say let's wait and let's get to like I think in June, I said let's get to it August the 31st. Hopefully we can get to 200. So I'm going to say let's do September 26th. I think that's a good deadline. September 26th. Let's do that date. So, September 26th, that is the date of the deadline for us to hit 250. That's going to be a pretty hard challenge, in my opinion. I do think that that's a pretty hard challenge, but we like hard challenges, so that's fine. But that's all that I have in terms for tonight. So everyone have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday evening, and I will be back tomorrow morning with another forecast update.
Hey!